The 3 key points of cast-in-place concrete technology. At the end of the video, you can see our actual cast-in-place concrete wall examples. Please pay attention to the 3 key points. The first is about the secondary deepening and layout of our cast-in-place concrete wall. You can see 2 core elements, one is the lock hole for fixed screws, and the other is restricted by the seam lines created during the outer formwork pouring. For keyholes and sutures, we need to do secondary typesetting through the traditional regulation ratio, and generally choose the ratio of 369 to control it. Additionally, our cast-in-place concrete walls need to integrate with furniture, so the final visual effect of these exposed lock holes requires secondary detailing. The second point is about the material and pouring time of our cast-in-place concrete walls. Similar to the segmented structure of the fair-faced concrete wall on our site, each section needs to be realized by manual mixing and pouring. The mixing and pouring of our aggregate usually takes 1 to 2 hours. The selection of stones in the aggregate and the concrete mix ratio, including color, can be adjusted based on our experience and the on-site temperature and humidity. Sometimes we will consider using some other special colors to achieve the effect. That depends on our plan. Requirements for design effects. The third point concerns some risk factors of exposed concrete walls. Since it's a one-time forming process, the outcome must be accepted or redone. There are issues with moisture leakage at joints and damage to the locks during the pouring. Or air holes like this. Or such water vapor grain traces are its natural characteristics of some materials, which depends on whether we can accept the texture of such materials. For the fair-faced concrete wall, its density is high, so we must calculate its weight before pouring. The counterweight per unit area is used to see if our actual floor slab and the corresponding beam position can afford the pouring of our indoor fair-faced concrete walls. For the exterior fair-faced concrete wall, we must consider its structural stability and safety. This is the presentation effect of our scene. You can also take a look at the actual complete texture of our other fair-faced concrete walls. Appreciate the natural beauty and texture of concrete, which will bring you different space aesthetics. Goodbye.